Hey, so I'm going to be talking about Aries Moon. So this is someone who is incredibly impulsive and spontaneous. If they feel like doing something, they're gonna do it. They don't really think a lot before they act, depending, of course, on other stuff in their chart, but they're just kind of gonna go with their gut feelings. This is someone who has a lot of anger, and it's not necessarily that they're angry people, though this can sometimes be the case, but that frustration and anger and annoyance and stuff like that is how they express themselves, and it's just an easy way for them to channel feelings. So this person might be constantly popping off and yelling and saying shit and cussing and being mean to people and all that, which sounds negative, but you're just gonna have to understand that this is how these people transmute their energy, and they get it out. They want it out of their body. So if they feel really upset or pissed off, they're gonna get it out, and it's gonna be pretty negative, and it's gonna be really fiery. So this can be difficult sometimes. It obviously depends on the person who has this moon sign, but especially in earlier years of life, this person's gonna be a giant fucking fireball. And they might really end up being off-putting to certain people. This is a moon sign that needs physical exercise in order to express their emotions in a more positive way. So the flip side to this is if you can find some kind of activity, or when you feel yourself getting really upset, instead of taking it out on somebody or making really reckless decisions or self-harm or, you know, just being mad, you could go for a run, or just stretch and try to move it through your body. You could dance, you could swim, hike, canoe, whatever, rock climb, it doesn't matter. That's really going to help you push through what's going on. And Aries Moon needs a healthy amount of exercise in their day-to-day life if they want to be emotionally stable. It's not something everyone realizes, but it's really important. Not that exercise isn't helpful for everyone, but this person really needs to utilize that as an option, in my personal opinion. It would just be really beneficial. So this person has a really innocent soul. Underneath all that fire is just someone who's bursting into life. Aries is the first sign of the zodiac, and it's the first flame. It's a cardinal flame. It represents coming into life and being born. And it's not always a really, sunshine, happy process. There's a lot of like real, raw survival, emotional power behind that sign. So when it's in your, when it's your moon sign, you've got really raw, powerful, incredible emotions that just kind of burst open and happen. You're someone who can get over things as easily as you can get upset about them. Like, you could be triggered like that and just get super fucking pissed at somebody, and then if you allow yourself like 5 or 10 minutes, you're probably over it already. And a lot of people aren't going to understand this, because you also expect other people to kind of get over shit just as quickly as you do. And everyone processes emotions differently, so just be careful of that. And allow other people to feel and process, especially if they have like a water moon or something, or an earth moon, and they just want to be in it, let them be in it. Typically a good match for this someone is going to be someone that has a fire moon or an air moon. just because they're going to be able to deal with a lot of this a lot easier. I don't want to make it seem like we're dealing with you. It's a really incredible sign. Like I said, you've got this like innocent passion behind everything that you do. You're so passionate and you feel so deeply. That's why you are constantly projecting it, is you're just full of all of this amazing warm energy, and it's going to draw people to you. They're going to be completely magnetized to you and mesmerized by your aura and your energy, because it's incredibly captivating. If you've ever been around someone with an Aries moon, you just kind of fall for them, you know? They've got this really star quality about them, and it's really brilliant and energizing. There's someone that is always doing a million things. Even if they want to rest, they probably work too hard, and they always occupy themselves because they get really stagnant and they get kind of emotionally pulled. They're like, you know what? All right, fuck it. Let's do this thing. They make really good leaders. They can be a little bit emotionally bossy, in terms of like, if they are in a mood and they want something to get done, they're going to let you know. They're going to be like, you know what? I'm really pissed, so this is what needs to happen, blah, 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 blah. And if you feel differently about a topic or how you're going to take action, they're going to fight you about it. There's someone that's going to fight you about your emotions, which is really silly sometimes because people feel what they feel. But what they're really trying to do is help you snap out of it. And they battle emotions. They battle tough ones and try to win over them so that all that remains is like happiness. So to a degree, let them be themselves with that and and argue with you a little bit if you're being sulky, because they really do mean the best. They're just very funny. It's a very funny placement for a moon. I personally think all the fire moons are really funny. But yeah, you're full of soul. You're full of such childlike wisdom and playfulness. You're incredibly playful. I mean, the balance to all of this, you know, really aggressive, assertive energy that you definitely have. I mean, you know how to take charge, and you especially know how to take charge of your own feelings, unless maybe you're a Pisces or something. But you know how to stand up for how you feel, and if you feel like you're not being treated right or someone's fucking with you emotionally, you will definitely tell them off and let them know. You get done what you need to get done. If you know something's gonna make you happy, you're gonna get it done. If you know something's gonna piss you off, you're not gonna do it. And so you're really assertive, which is really effective in the workplace, I believe. But anyway, like I'm saying, the other aspect to these more aggressive, angry qualities is that you're really playful, and energizing and motivating. You can convince someone to do something. You can support them and help them follow through on something just by kind of being a cheerleader. You're really good at that. You can be like, oh, come on, like you got this. Or, hey, do you want to go to the gym today? Or, you know, you've been saying you wanted to do this for a million years, let's go do it today. That kind of a thing. So there's a balance to every placement. So if there's some that give you more trouble, there's definitely aspects of this that make you a really positive person to be around. It just really depends on your mood. But something that I really want you guys to understand, if you have this placement or not, is that with a cardinal moon, you are in charge of how you are feeling at every given moment. You can direct the flow of your emotional energy simply by willing it to happen. I mean, if you're in an incredibly depressed space, this might not make so much sense to you, but realize that you can have intentions and be like, you know what, I really want to be happy. And then if you keep intending that, you're going to eventually do something that makes you feel better, or smile, or just get out of the house and shift your energy. Like if you intend it, it will happen naturally, and your body will kind of let you know what you need to feel better. So with this fiery cardinal moon, know that you are the boss of your own emotions. You are in control of your own emotions. Don't give your power to anybody else. If you find yourself being like, this person makes me really pissed, my work's pissing me off, my job's pissing me off, my back hurts, whatever the fuck, and you're getting really mad at all these external circumstances, realize that you have the power to do something about it. Be like, all right, well, all this shit's happening, but I'm gonna put on a positive attitude anyway, or maybe I'll do something different today, or try to be a little proactive about it. You know, it's not all cut and dry. This is just advice, because I have a lot of people close to me with this moon sign, so I know that they struggle sometimes with getting really frustrated with everything in the world, and they think they don't have control over their own emotions, and that will make them go to fucking war. If they feel like they don't have control over their own feelings, they're gonna get really upset. I mean, this is someone that doesn't like to lose control of it. They want to keep really composed because they are the warrior and the fighter, so they would hold back tears. They will not let you know that they're upset and keep it to themselves, but then they're going to end up blowing up. So another thing for you is to just be really honest and try to discover the real root of your anger. Like if you're yelling at a partner or a family member or a friend or some random stranger that's going really slow on the street, try to reflect on that and find where it's coming from. Like, what are you really upset about? Oftentimes this moon sign is just really impatient. And that's a source of a lot of it, because they want everything to happen immediately when they want it to happen, and the world doesn't work like that. Wherever Aries is in your chart is an area of life that is pretty new to you and you need to learn a lot about, because as fiery and blowing through life as Aries is kind of the baby of the zodiac, where Pisces is the enlightened Buddha. So if you have an Aries moon, you don't really necessarily know how to deal with your emotional life too well. I could be wrong, and if I am, please let me know. Obviously, everyone's an individual. I'm just intuiting the fact that this is a pretty new process to you. You're pretty innocent coming into it, and you genuinely are going through the process almost for the first time, regardless of whether or not you've reincarnated before. And so it's important for you to find ways to deal with this on your own. Like, Aries is so independent, so no matter what I'm telling you about your moon sign, I am not nearly as effective as you are in terms of figuring out what it is that you need. Though for the most part, you're really nurtured by physical activity, or even perhaps, you know, massage or sex or a hot spring. Just getting into your body is going to really help you process your emotions. And you need passion, you need excitement. Otherwise you're going to get really depressed. And you also need to rest, because Aries is a sign that will never, ever, ever give up. But sometimes you need to recover a little bit, or you're just going to completely burn out. So yeah, I really love this moon sign. I'm in love with someone with this moon sign, and it's been incredibly interesting for me to figure that out. And I have some family members with this too. So anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this. This was a request video. I'm still working on the December forecast, and I'm finishing up a birth chart right now. So if you're interested in hiring me for any kind of astrological services, please hit up the links in the description. And as always, comment on the video if you have anything to add, or if something resonated, or if I'm wrong about anything. You know, I'm really open about it. These are all just metaphors. And if you want me to do a specific moon sign, let me know. I'm trying to work through all the moon signs. I might do some random videos here and there, but that's my next project. So until then, peace.